so glad you all made it. Hi. Hi. I made this for you. I used to be toy designer. I would have made it for you too, but I thought you might be too old for that. Oh, and then...
Do you see that boy in the black shirt? That's me when I was 12 years old. I used to live in Syria, but I arrived in my new home in Germany, and this is my story. It all started with an airstrike on the apartment I used to live in, so we were practically forced to leave Syria in order to survive. Walid? Walid, are you okay? Are you alright?
You're bleeding. Oh, Mahmoud! Oh, Walid, thank God you're alive. We have to get out of here. Take your sister and your brother. Go, go. I'll be right behind you.
Mom,
I just have to grab a few things. Go, go. Guys, I can't reach your father. There's no service again. I'm so worried.
Fatima!
Yusuf!
Oh, you're here, you're alive. You okay?
Dad, the entire house is gone. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna do what we should have done a long time ago. We're going to Germany. I heard they accept refugees there.
Germany?
Yes, Germany.
Honey, I know we've been talking about leaving, but now? Like this?
We don't have a choice. We're going.
We were going to pack, plan, book hotel rooms, and now we only have 2 backpacks and 2 phones.
We have a car nearby. We have to go.
It's a long way. Come on.
We travelled to Turkey, where we were waiting on a boat for days. Tomorrow, tomorrow, they said. When the boat finally arrived, it was more of a dinghy. We didn't really stay long on the boat because a storm made it sink.
No, there is no boat today, tomorrow.
But we were told there would be one today. We hurried to get here.
Do you have money? Yes, then you will get a taxi tomorrow.
But where are we supposed to go?
There is a hotel on the next block, they take Syrians.
But we're trying to save money. We have to go all the way to Germany.
There is a park.
Sleep on the floor?
You will get a taxi tomorrow, be ready.
When Ruthie welcomed us, I had a really hard time because she made a stuffed animal for Walid, and that reminded me of my little sister, Hannah. Maybe you can make one for my little sister when we find her. We had to hand her off to another boat when we were trying to save her from drowning in the Mediterranean Sea. It was my fault, I told my mother to do it, and now I have to find her and get her back. Luckily, we were saved by the Greek Coast Guard and made it ashore.
Oh, thank God we're here. We're here. Go check to see if the other boat is still at shoes that we can use.
Once we made it to Hungary, we were arrested and thrown into a detention center. We're not criminals! We're refugees! Fatima! We don't want to walk!
Help us!
Fatima! We'll find them, I promise. Okay? I can't believe this. They took us all the way to Austria. We're so close. And now we're in some detention center. I can't believe this. I have to say this is the worst hotel we've ever stayed in.
Line up! You have to be processed!
I don't want to be lined up and I don't want to be processed!
We don't want your bill to read!
I don't want to be here!
You're all parasites!
No, 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 don't! We'll be processed. We couldn't have escaped if it weren't for the UN observer.
boat! What are you doing?
I am not staying in that place and waiting for them to send me back to Serbia. We're walking to Austria. We continued our journey to Germany. In Germany, we lived with Ruthie. She was also a refugee who fled Germany during the Second World War. When I arrived, she told me a story.
There's a house up ahead! Come on, children! Help, please, help us! Here! Hurry up, come stand here. Papers, hands up! We don't have... Hands up! Hands up! We don't have any papers.
Alright. What's this?
Shoes from Berlin.
You're a long way from home.
I'm going to Switzerland.
Switzerland!
Switzerland. Sure. No, you're going to a concentration camp like all Jews. Wait, I have money and I have diamonds as well. Look. These are nice, but I'm afraid that's only enough for one of your children. Please let us go. You choose.
So that day in the woods, my brother, he sacrificed himself for me. They took my mother and my brother to concentration camps and they left me alone in the woods. So luckily there was like an old lady who found me and took me in her home. And she told the Nazis I was family, so they kept me alive. Later when the war was done and I was old enough, I went back to Germany. And there I found my husband. And then we started a family of our own. This is me, and this is my brother. They are dead, but we're still alive today. And I know your sister is too, because you saved her, and it's all because of you. And we will find her, I know it, I promise you. We will take care of her. Everything's gonna be alright. I know it for sure.
My story. Nowadays, we're 10 years later. It doesn't feel like 10 years have passed. Currently, I live in Germany and work as a spokesman for Save the Children. I'm really happy at the moment, but that doesn't mean that I forgot everything we went through.
My name is Yusuf. Walid and Mahmoud are my two sons. When we fled our home in Aleppo, I was so scared we would never find a home again. But here we are in Germany. We found our home, we found our place. Everyone's settled. The only thing that's still missing is Hannah, our little baby girl that we had to give away. But my sons are in a good place, and for now that's enough. Although we keep searching her, wherever we go, we think about her every day.
My family and I still live in Berlin, the city that embraced us unlike many others. But still, when I think about home, I think about Syria before the war.
The things that have happened in Syria and how we had to flee, sometimes it's just a blur for me. I think I tried to block myself off from everything then. I didn't have any emotions. I couldn't cry when we lost another person in our lives, or a friend or a family member.
I studied social work because I knew from the beginning that I wanted to help other refugees. I saw what Rudy did for me and my family and wanted to do something like that. The work I do gives me a great feeling. It's like I'm important for others.
It didn't all go that smoothly in Germany either. I needed hours and hours of therapy to overcome my traumas. And even now I keep a lot of stuff bottled up, since it's always looked like the best choice to survive us all. But I am incredibly thankful for all the help that we have received the minute we arrived in Germany.
Germany is nice, but it is also very cold. And the language, too difficult for me. However, my children managed to learn Germany, probably by watching a lot of TV and playing with their German friends. I'm happy for them. They don't get strange looks anymore because they are well integrated. To me, on the other hand, it is still happening when I speak Arabic. Maybe it is because of my hijab. I wouldn't know. That's why I prefer to get in touch with other Syrians or Muslims. I meet them at a support group, especially for Syrian refugees. It is a weekly event, and I haven't missed a session since we got here.
But my mother still doesn't speak German, which makes it more difficult for her not to be seen as a refugee. That's why I teach German to other refugees, so they can adapt easier and be just seen as who they are.
Of course, I made some friends after a while, but sometimes it was really difficult to get rid of that label of being a refugee. I also had to catch up, which took me 2 extra years, but now I can proudly say that I'm in my first year of college.
Ruthie is like a second mother to me. Unfortunately, she lives in an old people's home. I wanted to take care of her and let her live with me, but her family decided different. I'm still visiting her every week as much as I can. I'm so grateful for everything she did for me. That's why I'm going to make her godmother to my child.
I work as a chef in a small restaurant that has German dishes now, and that's a job that really suits me, and I'm happy we fled our home because we would have never had the life we have in Germany here.
My husband and my children say it's time to move on and that I have to leave the group. But after 10 years, I'm still not at my best. Maybe it is because I have always hoped to return to my home. But my husband found his calling here, and my children are living a good life, so it doesn't look like they are in the mood for another travel.
As you could see, my journey wasn't the easiest. Most of the time I wanted to be invisible, but in the end I realized that being visible is the only way to really change